Very
Hey,
good
are we
bloke.
live, Jono? We're live with Sukahorn. 30 minutes with Sukahorn.
G'day Archie, dear mate. How you going? How's your day been, mate? What have you been doing?
Hey, it's been okay. I tell you what, Jono, it's been a lot better than Kev in Thailand. Rest his soul. He's no longer with us. That was Kevin
Yes,
Carter,
yes.
wasn't it? Kevin Carter?
No,
What's his
no.
name? No, that was someone else. Sorry.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
know Big Kev. Big Kev. Sorry, Big
Yeah,
Kev.
yes, Kev. Yeah,
I love Kev.
very
Kev,
sad day. Very
he's a
sad day.
nice
Yeah,
guy. Look, I never spoke to him personally, but he was a huge lover of Thailand, and
yeah, Kevin
it's
Burt.
sad.
Kevin Burt was his name. Kevin Burt.
Yeah,
Kevin
yeah.
Burt. Yes. Our condolences to to Kev's family. Very very sad times. But Kev's at peace now. He's not suffering anymore. He had a bit of a tough trot there, but let him rest in peace, mate. Let him rest in peace. Yeah.
There we go. ZN, a mate who's an ER doctor in Canberra says we'll be back to normal in 3 months. There you go. You heard it live on this channel there, John.
I think.
Speaking of,
wasn't it Gladys Berejiklian, the Premier of New South Wales? She's talking about possibly 6 weeks up in New South Wales. They might be, winding down some of the restrictions.
well, in Victoria they're increasing them, aren't they?
Oh no, nothing's. I think they'll come down heavy on people over the long weekend, Easter weekend. They're urging people to stay home. If we can keep this sort of semi-quarantine up for another week or so, we might break the back of it.
I'm just going to have a drink, John. I'm just going to have a drink.
I'm into the sake here, Paul. I'm into the sake.
Okay. A bit of sake. That doesn't hurt. Just having a small one, not a huge one. Just a little sake. John, there we go, Jono. Jono, I wanted to say to you, it's a beautiful drop, that blue label. I wanted to say to you, Jono, you've spoken some really true advice, and I often haven't always thought that what you said was true. Okay? Cheers, Jono.
Cheers, my mate. Cheers to you.
I remember when I started that fling with the 47, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She's now 53.
Yeah, right. Yes.
I remember you said to me, it's never as good as the first time.
The second
and
time.
I thought, John, what are you talking about? It gets better. They get more, it's always better. You've been with them for a while. It's all... No, John, you were 100% right. It's never as good as the first time.
No.
And even that Jap girl, you met the Jap girl. I did so much for her. I had a bit of a blue. I lost my temper. I was a bit, just completely ghosted me. Completely.
You know what the tipping point with the Jap was?
What's that?
What I reckon. What do you reckon the tipping point with the Jap was?
When was this, John?
When you were playing with the Jap, Sheila. What was the tipping point there? Remember when you went to stay with her?
Yes. That's 100% right. 100, because I never saw her again.
Yeah, but when you went to stay with her, you woke up one night and the dog's left its business all over the lounge room floor. Remember that? You thought, what am I doing here?
I do. I photographed that, John. Here we go. We got Hamando, $3. Cheers, gents. Thank you, Hamando. I got to tell you, Jono, I said to her, I'll tell you the tipping point. So anyhow, first trip, I saw her in Japan. Then we went to Singers. Then we went to Thailand. Then I went to see her. What the difference was, when I arranged it, I did special shit. When she arranged it, she did fuck all.
Did nothing. Yeah.
Okay? And the biggest mistake I had, let me say this to you guys out there, if you're going to visit a girl and she says, oh, stay at my place, book a local hotel because if it goes south, you can bring other bitches back. Whereas if I brought another girl back to her house, ooh, that's just that's not a
Oh,
good move, is it? But if I'm in my hotel, Pedro Thai $2, Sukahorn!
that's me dear mate. That's me dear mate. There he is. Pedro's on.
We got Absolute Ball, $5. Dominican Republic, Colombian, Jamaican, French, Filipino, Dutch, Japanese. Name a good mix of nationalities for a harem. You know what I would really like now? I'd like Thai. I would like Chinese. I'd like Japanese. I would like Malaysian. I would like Singaporean. I would like Indian. I would like... I wouldn't mind even an African there. No Caucasians. No Caucasians, however.
Super chat.
Here we go. First name, last name, New Zealand, $17. Thanks, boys, for the content. Keep up the good work. Been stuck in no for a bother 2 weeks. Been stuck in no man's land for a bother 2 weeks. Yes, yes. Now, I got to tell you, Jono.
Yes, mate.
I knew the relationship was sour, so after we'd been to a few things, then I said, hey, why don't you come to sing? So why don't you come to Hong Kong with me? And she said, tickets expensive. And I said, hang on a minute, you haven't even checked. How do you know the ticket's expensive?
Yeah, she dodged that beauty, didn't she? She really dodged that one.
You know, I said, hey, hang on a minute, before you tell me the ticket's expensive, why don't you go and have a look first? And I got to tell you, John, I got to tell you completely, yeah, look, I got to be honest with you. Anne came back, 47 came back, and I got to be completely honest with you. She told me last time I told her this is crap. I said I flowed 10,000 kilometers and no feeling. She told me she's met this Hungarian guy. Well, he's fucked off. He's
the Hungarian old, has he? She said she was married to him. Is she going to get married?
She's marrying him soon. She told me this. That didn't like. Yeah, because she turns off supply. I mean, fuck me dead. These women, they don't see. I got to be honest with you. They don't understand. They think we want to be with them.
Only two things they've got to do: is feed you and the other F word. That's all they got to do. You don't want you don't want a conversation with them. I didn't marry my wife to have intellectual conversation with her, or speak about the coronavirus. Probably just what she thinks. Never has been, never will. I don't care what she fucking thinks. First thing she said to me when my missus walked up, she said, I don't like smoking. Well, so that's bad luck, isn't it? She better get fucking used to it. First thing she said, not hello, how are you? I don't like smoking. But she rested her elbow on my shoulder. I said, oh, that's interesting. She got me then. She got me. Didn't disappear.
Jono, I got to tell you, you've landed on your feet there. I got to say, Jono, it's you preferred that nursey that I had there. I tried to go back to her because I was delayed in that. And by the time I got in touch with her again, she'd already married some other bloke.
I'll tell you what, she didn't have any inhibitions. You've gone and met her and you come over to the hotel, and next thing you say, oh, we're all going in the pool. No worries, it was straight off. It wasn't any bathing suit, it was just the bra and the panties, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the best way, John. That's the best way.
She didn't care, it was straight in the pool. No, she wasn't flashing anything, but, the bra and panties, nothing flash.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, Jono.
No, she was a nice chick. She was a nurse at Borman grad, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Thanks, Darlo. Just talking about me train set. Oh, mate, spent a bit of time doing that. My little train setup.
I got to tell you, Jono. I got to tell you, seriously, Jono, I have got to tell you, really, this coronavirus is the perfect chance, you guys there, to go back to an ex you can trust. You just tell her, here's a great line for you. Honey, I'm doing my will up. How do I spell your name? I want to put you in. And, oh, are you lonely? It's
Oh,
always a good line, Jono.
oh, oh, yeah. Well, what about you? You make up with my darling. Yeah, you just get the dress. You know, you don't put your name on it. You write the
No.
same letter of all.
Yeah, yeah, cut and paste, John.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
cut and
Oh,
paste,
you're the
John.
old charmer, mate. You know, the old box of
Yeah.
chocolates and a card or a little cheap bottle of
Rodney
perfume.
Nux, $14 South African super sticker, thank you. But I gotta tell you, I honestly, the Japanese, have you been ghosted by Jap? When they get angry at you, they don't want to talk to you ever again. They very nasty, you know.
Oh, I had this Japanese shearer in Japan. I was meant to go there for 12 days, you know, in the early 80s, in the early 80s. In 1982, I went there.
Yeah.
You know, and I finished up staying 3 months with her. And she came out to Australia, and you know, she was going to, stay, and all. She couldn't get a job. You know, she's totally overqualified. But you know, oh, that was a lovely little romance. But not during any time of that relationship with her did I have any idea what she was thinking. You know, she was very quiet, and you could never upset her, or you never knew when she was really happy, or you know, very reserved with their feelings, the Japanese, except when they're in the bedroom. Except when
Yeah.
they're in the bedroom. You know, the only time they let go. That was the first time I ever had a golden shower with her.
Ah, that's a nice experience, John.
I was lying there, and she was on top of me, and I'm going, what is that? You know, and then I realised, and said, oh, you dirty bitch. I said, oh, you know, it's not that bad, you know.
You got to pay extra for that, John.
No, this is, um, I wasn't paying for her. You don't pay for
No, but I'm
shielding
saying you're normally
care.
going to pay extra in a parlour for that, John. That's big money, you know.
Oh, yeah, well, that's the Japanese way, isn't it? You know, that's screwing in the Japanese way.
But
Oh,
I got to tell you, John. I think realistically, it's very sad. People can't leave now. I really do miss the travel because I haven't travelled since early December. Did you know? I haven't travelled overseas since early December last year.
oh, speaking on that, I just watched the news just before we came on, and they're talking that unless the government bails out Virgin Air,
Oh, they'll go broke.
they're gone,
They're
and
gone.
they estimate that airfares will go up between 20 and 30%.
Yep. Yep.
You know, because you know, especially domestically in Australia,
Mm.
I can't see. You know, why would Qantas want to do that? You know, just you know, I suppose they're not exempt from price gouging like anyone else, are they? Really?
You can't blame them. If you've got the market to yourself, you just make the fare. This is the price. Take it or fuck off.
Yeah, well, I guess so. What do you do? Walk. I did see Georgie, little Georgie Pell's on his way up to Sydney.
Is he?
Yes, yes, I had a picture of him on the news, and he's, stopping off, getting a little drink at a service station and filling up the car, and going and buying a phone charger as if nothing's happened. Little old happy George. You want to see a good rendition, and someone ripping him a third arse off. I think there's a channel called Isaac Butterfield. I don't know where I think he's a Melbourne bloke. He's got over 100,000 subs, but he's an Aussie bloke, and does he let go at him? Does he give him a real serve?
I see.
But he's a funny bloke. He's a funny bloke, that channel.
Yes,
He's a funny
yes,
bloke.
yes. What else is going on? Are you going away? What's happening? They're saying to you, don't go away for Easter.
I'm not going out the front door. I went and got some milk today. I've got enough milk to last me at least a week. I'm not going anywhere.
No?
I'm staying completely at home. Got all the Easter eggs for little boy. That's all under control, so no need for me to go. I've got plenty of smokes, plenty of alcohol, plenty of food in the fridge. No need for me to go anywhere. Just stay bolted down. That's all I need to do. Going for it. I've got to go to get a flu injection tomorrow. Go up to the doctor to get a flu injection. When you get there for the appointment, don't get out of your car. Ring up the surgery. Tell them you're there, and they'll come out your car, give you your flu injection. You can go on your way.
Ah, I
give you a flu injection while you're sitting in the car. So that'll do me just fine, you know. So we'll leave the little boy at home and we'll drive up and get the injection and zoom straight back, I think.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. It's I got to tell you, Jono, it's a very, very interesting world as we speak here. Who would have thought we'd be in coronavirus? This is. I was talking to a Chinese bird. I don't know. Are you're not on WhatsApp, John. You got to get with the times. And I said to her, I just said to her, she's a little honey, and I just said to her, this is a. I said to her, what I said to her was, the Chinese CCCP caused this virus. Coronavirus is a Chinese bioweapon that accidentally went crazy. CCCP is the cause of this mess. She said to me, you should go to hospital to cure your brain. That's what she said to me.
You see, I guess Donald's going to, he's not very happy with the WHO. And I think the Yanks are going to stop, funding the WHO.
The WHO is funded by China. They're just China. They're just funded by China. That's all they do, you know.
There's Mrs. Lai on again, mate. Mrs. Lai. Remember her? Remember Mrs. Lai? Yeah. Why you hate me? I know I hate you.
Yes.
Oh, there's some funny buggers out there, fellas. I love you.
There is some very amusing. What's going on in your stick of the woods there? Are you okay at home? See, I don't really see much difference than how I normally am. For you, is it much changed in your life besides?
Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest, really. Like the little bloke's home from school holidays, obviously, and I spend a lot more time with him. Which is great fun. Chess games. Polishing up on the chess a bit. I haven't won a game against him yet, but he's pretty good.
That's very good.
I'm trying to give you a little bit of homeschooling at the moment. A little bit of homeschooling, but like at school holidays, they're all meant to go back next week. Kids are meant to go back in Victoria, but they'll all be doing homeschooling. And they're all on the computer and and visual contact with the school.
But I don't know how that's going to be possible because a lot of parents need to work. Well, I suppose. The parents that need to work or in emergency services, the schools will remain open, and people who can stay at home, they will stay at home, but they must stay at home. But there's a problem with computers. They said that some families don't have the computers, and the state government said that being the case, the family will be supplied with the computer. So that might be good. Well, they need a computer and internet.
Yeah, well, the state government said they'll pay for that.
That'll cost a fortune, John.
Well, I suppose it's cheaper to, it's supposed to be cheaper than buying to buy a computer than what the cost it would be to sitting in a hospital and in an emergency on a ventilator for 14 days, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Jono, what are you missing Thailand? What's coming out of Thailand? Are you speaking to people in Thailand? What's the game there?
I'm speaking to a major celebrity in Thailand this morning, a major Thai vlogger, and
first and last name, $3.50 New Zealand. Mr. Sukahorn, what motorcycles have you owned?
First motorcycle was a Kawasaki 250. That was all you could get in your first motorcycle. It was a 250. You had to have that for 2 years. Then I bought a single pot Harley Davidson. It was only a 160cc, but it was an old collector's item. Still wish I had it. And after that, I bought a new Suzuki 250. Then I graduated up into a Kawasaki 750 I had for a while. And I went up and finished up with a 900 Kawasaki. That was too fast for me. I finished up getting off that. They were the fastest bike on the road.
What's that? You had a what?
Kawasaki 900.
Yes.
No, they were the fastest bike you could get. They were a beautiful machine. You always get the nod if you're sitting on one of them. Always get the nod.
I see. But
But
dangerous. You
I'm
think you
past
could
my
kill yourself?
motorcycle, eh?
You could kill yourself on it.
You couldn't pay me enough money to get on a motorcycle nowadays. It's not very secure. Sure.
How would you feel if Jack wanted to get a bike?
You also buy it yourself if you want one. I'm not buying it. I'm not going to buy a motorcycle. A bit different when you've got to pay for it themselves, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a good idea, John. I think
I
that's the
don't
way
think
to
the
go.
motorcycle bloke. I think ER might have tainted him a bit. He's very keen on a Maserati. He likes. I want a blue one, Dad. I'd like a blue Maserati.
Wow.
Oh well, I suppose that's good taste, isn't it? There's our old mate. Discounts on again. He's got top form.
Tell me this, Jono. Do you plan on going back once this thing is solved? Are you going to go back to Thailand? What's the story with you?
Oh, eventually, I was speaking to a mate today. And he was considering, when all this has calmed down, we might go over for a protracted holiday, maybe 3 or 6 months over in Thailand. And I said, yeah, I might actually be in that. That sounds good. That might be really good. But I've got a little bit of mail, from the DF, from the dead Farang. He reckons that Pattaya's going to go into total lockdown tomorrow on the 9th, you see.
What's he doing with himself? I haven't heard from him for ages. What's he doing with himself?
He's in lockdown. He's not going out. He's only going out to get his food when he needs it. Otherwise, everything else is delivered. He reckons he got some Sheila on Tinder the other day.
Yes,
some little honey come and knocked on the door, and he said, "Look, I've got 500 baht here. Start earning it." So anyway, she's gone and dressed up in a little skirt, and she's done the striptease and taken the top off, and he's flicked her another 100 baht. I think at the time he's got up to about 400 baht. She's got nothing on, and I think they've moved on from there. But the trick is, you ring them up just before curfew. You ring them up about 9:30 at night, and come curfew, they can't leave. So you're paying for a short time, you're getting a long time until 6 o'clock in the morning. Apparently that's all they go. I saw an article in the Bangkok Post today that because all the bars are closed, all the girls are forced out onto the street. So they're standing on street corners in Bangkok and and approaching car windows. What a joke. What a joke. Yes, discount, lockdown. Lockdown's the go, mate. What's so hard about understanding, the 3 words, or the 3 words, stay at home? Is that too difficult to comprehend, is it? Is that not English or something? Or, is that too difficult to figure out?
I think they get bored, John.
I've got a mate who's going a bit stir crazy at the moment. A little bit stir crazy. Yes, Rodney's reviews. That's pretty easy, isn't it, mate? Just stay at home. Just stay at home.
But I got to tell you, Jono, it depends. You got to set your man cave up. I got hundreds of things to do. I got so much stuff to do. I had a bit of a nap. You can have you got to enjoy your time, John.
Yeah, not here for a long time. You're here for a good time, aren't you?
That's exactly it, John.
Had a very dear mate years ago. He committed suicide. He jumped out of the men's home and nicked himself.
Oh, fuck. Why would he do that?
He couldn't get a root off his girlfriend at Christmas or something. He was very upset, so he decided he wanted to kill himself. Yeah, that was a top idea.
That was silly.
Anyway, he used to say to me, what would you rather do, Jono? Would you rather go out like a candle or go out like a volcano? And I said, well, no contest, isn't it? No contest. Just worked out how many years I've been smoking. I was thinking about last night. I started smoking when I was 18. I'm 64 now, so I've been smoking for 46 years. I wonder, maybe I should give up. I'm not sure. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, probably a good idea, John. It'll be good for
Oh,
you.
give me a break. You're not me mum. You're me mate, not me mum. You know?
You got to decide on
No,
yourself. If you want to do it, you can. If you don't, maybe just cut back a bit. If you can cut back a bit.
yeah, I've cut back from about 40 a day to about 20, so that's pretty good.
Uh,
Oh, doesn't worry me one bit.
yeah, I know what you're saying, John.
I'm doing,
These,
if I got to that stage, I'm doing Nick Kenley. Remember dear Nick? God bless his soul.
yeah, Nick,
Remember
Nick, Nick.
he drank himself to death, with a handful of sleeping pills. No, that's what he did. Good on him. He didn't muck around in his back garden. Put a couple of
Yeah,
bottles of whiskey and a couple of packets of sleeping pills and bumped himself. He didn't. He wasn't going to be messy or leave any hassle for anyone in his back garden. Good on him. I remember that all too well. Very sad. He was a bit of a stirrer. He had one of the roughest mouths you've ever seen on on YouTube. Some of the comments old Nick used to make.
yeah, yeah.
God bless
He
him.
was a bit like that, but he was a good guy.
Oh, I had a lot
He,
of time for Nick. Had a lot of time for Nick. I
Jono, these
didn't.
shows we want to keep them to half hour. These are great shows.
Yes, mate. Oh, well, we're having fun. I don't care what anybody else thinks. You and I are having fun.
We like to do these shows. Look, sometimes we do it. If you don't feel like them, like yesterday we didn't do a show, but we just said, fuck it, we'll do it another night. You know, there's no set. Sometimes they come on, like Clive has said to me, you got to do it consistently. Do this. I said, look, it's whatever I feel like. If we don't feel like it, we don't do it. You know, that's just how it goes. You know.
Oh, we're all in. We've got Discount, John Rambo, Rodney's reviews, Mrs. Liza, Andrew Mark, John Rambo. Haven't seen you for a while, John Rambo. Uh, Dave Nolan, Absolute Boy. Now, Absolute Boys, they're a long-standing follower of your channel, mate. Discount, of course.
Yes.
Who else we got? Brett Yorks, Andrew Mark, Steve, Taihu, old Lefty Muller. There's an old supporter of yours, Arch. Been around for years and years. Oscar Madison, another long-standing supporter. Dowlow, great follower of yours, Archie. Who else have we got there, fellas? This is like Joe R. That's about it. I think
Very lucky, John. We've got some good viewers there.
Adrian. Oh, yeah. Good stuff, fellas. Thanks for joining us.
I gotta say, John, this whole Shabako here, I just can't believe what's happened this week with the George Pell incident. Fucking hell, that is just
don't get me started.
Absolutely crackers. I just can't believe it. Can you believe? I mean,
oh, two courts in Victoria. The county court, and both the Supreme Court have found him guilty. Found him guilty. On appeal at the Supreme Court, he's been found guilty. Super chat.
Super chat. Here we go. There, Dolo, $3. Archie and Sukahorn. Thank you.
Good on you, Dalo. Two Victorian courts, the county court and Supreme Court, both found him guilty, and off to the High Court, and he walks. How much that cost? How much the Catholic Church sling for that?
Do you reckon they can? I don't think they can do that, John.
Oh, give me a break. You're joking, aren't you? You don't think they can do it? We're only human, mate. Don't you think judges have mortgages and owe money and have car repayments like everyone else?
Yeah.
Unanimous decision of the High Court. No. 12 good men and women, found him, found him guilty, and the Supreme Court of Victoria finds him guilty. No. The High Court reckons there should have been some form of reasonable doubt. Therefore he should be set free. What a joke! Don't worry, mate. Soon as the Vatican can fuel up the Vatican private jet, it'll be out. That'll be over in Oz, and he'll be straight back to the, to the Vatican, mate. You'll never see old Georgie again. That'll be the end of him. He's
Absolute ball,
79 now.
$2. Sir Les Patterson.
Oh yes, one of our favourites, old Barry McKenzie. What is it? What's his name?
Humphreys, Barry Humphreys.
Barry Humphreys. Yeah.
Yeah, Barry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Barry Humphreys.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Now,
He's getting on a bit now. He's getting on a bit now, isn't he?
Oh, he'd have to be in his 80s, wouldn't he?
Yeah,
He'd
he
have
would.
to. He's an Australian legend, old Bazza.
Yeah.
Australian legend. And it's, what about old Boris? Boris is still battling, mate.
Yes.
Old Boris,
Yes.
let's hope he pulls through. Let's hope he pulls through. Someone told me the other day that Boris was a teacher at Geelong Grammar here in Victoria at one stage, many years ago when he was a younger man.
Wow.
Yeah, I haven't bothered to verify it, but old Boris was in Melbourne for a while. Why didn't he buy himself a comb? You think with all that money, power, and influence, you can get a good hairdresser. You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I know what you mean there. It's that's a fair point.
Anyway, look, let's hope he pulls through. Just goes to show none of us are exempt. None of us are exempt this virus. Anyway, God bless him. Let's hope he pulls through. He'll be right. He's got a strong will. I also heard that they're saying that China have put out some information that people with A-type blood, on first readings seem to be more, susceptible to the virus than other categories. But is that because A-type blood is one of the most,
I have no idea.
One of the most, one of the largest groups? I'm not sure.
I have no idea, Jono. It's
Super chat.
Absolute ball, $2. Boris Yeltsin didn't mind a drink. Remember Boris Yeltsin?
He was permanently pissed, wasn't he, old Boris?
Yeah, that's right.
He was permanently
drunk. Yeah, I'm not sure if he did actually. I just did a search on Boris, and that may not be the case. I don't think he was actually. He's.
I didn't bother to check. It's just something you heard that he's now a teacher at Geelong Grammar at one stage.
Oh, I see.
Thanks, Steve Tunic. Good on you, mate. There's some funny buggers on here, isn't there, mate? Old Lefty Muller, he used to be a funny bloke. Haven't seen him for a while.
No. I understand.
I tell you what's been good
on Oxford. He went to Oxford. You know that?
He's an Oxford graduate. Yeah. Oxford graduate.
Yeah. No. Oh, sorry. Here we go. On leaving Eton, Johnson went on a gap year to Australia, where he taught English and Latin at Timbertop, an outbound-inspired campus of Geelong Grammar, an elite independent boarding school. There he taught English Timbertop. That's okay. There we go.
That's Geelong Grammar, isn't it? Yeah, that's Geelong Grammar.
Geelong Grammar.
That's where Chucky went. That's where Charlie went there, wasn't it? Timbertop.
I'm not sure, but there you go.
Yeah, Charlie,
there we go.
Charlie went there. Prince Charles, he went to Timbertop.
There you go. So, interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, good evening,
John Major didn't like him. John Major didn't like Boris Johnson.
Yeah, he didn't like too many blokes, did he, John Major? Aussie Yobbo's just joined us. He put up a nice little dedication for Kev this morning. God bless him.
Cool.
He's got his own problems. He's battling the dancer himself. Old Aussie Yobbo, and he's being considerate of others. He was very cut. He was very cut this morning. He couldn't hold himself. He was very upset, the poor bugger. Yeah, good on you, mate. Good on you.
Jono, we might call it a night.
Thing.
That's been
No
a
worries,
good show. That was a great show, short and sweet. Thank you. We'll have one tomorrow. You interested?
Indeed, sir. Friday night batch. Too
Yep.
right, mate.
Yep. Okay. It's Thursday tomorrow, isn't it?
Oh, well, Thursday. Yeah, well, I'm at it, though.
Yeah. Because Friday is Good Friday. Good Friday. Okay.
Good
Ciao,
Friday.
ciao.